everyone, and welcome back to the 2018 Granny Square Crochet Along. Today we are making this really cute bunny square. He's got his little popcorn tail down here and his body does dome. If I turn this, his body does dome as a bunny's body would. If you try to flatten it out, it probably would be quite a shame. So this is our square, and we've got a couple of little flowers to pop either side, down the bottom, wherever you fancy putting them. I haven't sewn mine on yet, but I will be very shortly. So you'll need a colour for your bunny, a colour for your background, and some colours for your flowers. I made two. You could make much more than two if you fancied. So grab your things and let's get started. So round one, you want to start with either your magic ring or a chain 4 and a slip stitch. Now you know that I don't usually use the magic ring. I like to show you the other way, but today I want to close this up really tightly, so I am using the magic ring today. So start with your ring in whichever way, and then you want to chain 3, which counts as your first double crochet, and now you want to do 7 double crochets into your ring. Nice and simple, 7 double crochets. Then you will have 8 double crochets at the end of this round. So do a chain 3 and 7 double crochets, and I will see you back at the end. Okay, so as you're used to doing, pull your ring closed and then do a slip stitch into your top chain of your chain 3. And now we are on to round 2, and you need to do a chain 3 as your double crochet, and then you're going to do a double crochet into the same stitch. So you've got 2 double crochets there. Now into the next stitch you are going to do, to the next 3 stitches, you're going to do 2 double crochets in each. So 2 double crochets in one, 2 in the next, and 2 in the next. And then in the next stitch you are going to do a 5 double crochet popcorn. Now you've done popcorns before if you've been with us for a while, so you need to do 5 double crochets into this stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets into that stitch. Pop your loop up, go back to your first one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop your loop back on and pull it through to close, and that's your popcorn stitch, your 5 double crochet popcorn. And then you're going to do a chain 1, and that just helps to close that. And then you're going to do 2 double crochet in the next stitch, so make sure you can see it next to the popcorn. So 2 double crochet, 2 double crochet into the next, and 2 double crochet into the next. And then you are going to be back at the beginning, so you're going to do a slip stitch into the top of your chain 3. Do your slip stitch in here, and that's your round 2 done. Now this little popcorn, if you haven't noticed it already, that is the rabbit's tail. So it's like his bottom sticking out, and it does, this circle does sort of puff up, dome a little bit, which is actually really cute for your bunny's body. So that's your round 2. Let's go on to round 3. Okay, so for round 3 you want to do a chain 1, which doesn't count as anything, and then you want to do a single crochet into that same stitch. Single crochet. And then you are going to do 2 single crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, 1 in the next, 2 in the next, 1 in the next, 2 in the next, oops, and 1 in the next. And then this brings you to the top of your popcorn stitch. This is your popcorn stitch here next to that, because this one here is your chain 1 that you did. So you want to do 2 single crochets in this top of your popcorn, which is actually kind of next to it really, but there we go, 2 into there. And then you're going to do a single crochet in this next bit, which is your chain 1 space. So 1 single crochet in there. And then you're going to repeat around to the end, doing 2 single crochets, then 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet. Okay, follow that all the way around to the end, and I'll meet you back around at the beginning or end. And you're finishing this round with 2 single crochets into your next stitch, and then you are going to fasten off, slip stitch into the front loop only of your first single crochet. So front loop only of your first single crochet, slip stitch into there. This is your body making up now of your bunny. So we are on to round 4. So for this round 4, we're going to be working in the front loops only. So you're going to do a chain 2, which counts as a first half double crochet, and then you're going to do a half double crochet in the same stitch. So through that front loop where you did your slip stitch, and then you're going to do 2 half double crochets in the next 2 stitches. So 1, 2, and then 2 in the next one in that front loop only. So leave that back stitch off, back loop. If you need to pop it off with your fingers, then by all means do so. Sorry, I'm just having a yarn problem. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 into this loop, 2 half double crochets, and then you're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, front loop only, remember. And then you are going to chain 1 and turn. Now I know this seems a bit strange, but we are trying to add the head onto your bunny now, so we don't need to extend this body any further. So we're going to skip a stitch, which is this first one here next to your chain, and then you're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch. So you're going under both bars there, under both bars. It was only front loop only for that last round. So single crochet we've just done, then you're going to do a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3 stitches along, doing half double crochets. You might need to find your stitches sometimes. Let's put that through. There we go, half double crochet and a single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in this next stitch, there we go, and then you're going to do a chain of 3 and slip stitch into the front loop only of the next single crochet. So that's this one down here. You're going to do the front loop only, you're going to do a slip stitch into there, and then you're going to do a chain 1 and you're going to turn your work back around. Okay, so round 6, we are going to do 2 single crochets in this chain space. So 1 and 2 single crochets in there, single crochet in the next stitch, which is this one here, single crochet, And then we are going to do chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a single crochet in the second chain from your hook. So first chain, second chain, do a single crochet, and then do a half double crochet in the next 3 chains. So 1, 2 and 3. Oops, counting before I've done it. There we go, 3 half double crochets, and then you're going to do a slip stitch. Okay, so we're going to do a slip stitch into the next stitch, and then we are going to do that ear again for our second ear. So chain 5, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the second chain, and 3 half double crochets, 1 in each of the next 3 chains. 2, oops, that's a half double crochet, isn't it? Oops, let's try that again. Half double crochet and a half double crochet. Okay, and then make sure you've got it the right way round. Then you are going to do a slip stitch in the next stitch. So like I said, make sure you've got these facing the same way, these ears. They like to twist, so bring your hook down, make sure they're both facing the right way, and do your slip stitch in the next stitch along. There we go. Sorry guys if I just went off camera. And then you're going to skip a stitch and do a single crochet, no sorry, a slip stitch in the next one. So skip a stitch and then do a slip stitch in the next stitch. And there is our bunny. This one here, just puff these sides out slightly. So fasten off this colour, and I had some scissors somewhere, there we go. So fasten off this colour, and then we'll see, oops, what we've got going on. So just pull this one down a little bit here, this chain space that we've got, puff this side out a little bit, and then you've got your bunny cheeks. So this is what these 2 bits are, it's your bunny cheeks, just puff them out slightly. And then you've got your cute bunny ears and your bunny's body and cute little tail going on here. So there is your bunny. You will need to sew these in at some point, obviously. You can do that now, or you can do it after you've done your background. So we are going to move on to doing the square. So choose a colour for your square background, and we will move on to that in just a second. Okay, so here's our bunny. Now if you turn it over, you will see there are these loops that we left from our previous when we joined the head and the body. So turn it round to face you. So this is the front, where you've got the popcorn stitch there, and then if you just fold it down slightly and then count along these back stitches, 1, 2, 3, going into the 3rd loop, that back loop there, and then just do a slip stitch to join your new colour in there. Do a slip stitch if I can get the right loop. I'll do a slip stitch, join your colour in there, and then you are going to do a chain of 3, and that will count as your first double crochet, and then do a double crochet in the back loop only of the next 2 stitches. So we've got one here, double crochet in that back loop, and then the next 2 stitches. So we've got 1 more stitch to do. So this is when we're starting to come round onto the body now. So you want to do a back loop, double crochet in there, and then in the next stitch you're going to do 2 double crochets in that back loop. 1, 2 in that back loop, and then you're going to repeat this around 5 times. You're going to do double crochet in the next 3 stitches, so always in the back loop, but double crochet in the next 3 and then 2 in the next. So you're going to be doing 5 stitches altogether. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3 singles, 4, 5 single double crochets. I'm confusing myself now. So 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and then 2 in the next, and then 1, 2, 3, 2 in the next, all the way around. By the end of this you should have 30 double crochets, and you'll be joining back around here. Okay, so 3 then 2, 3 then 2, all the way around, and I'll see you back round at the beginning. Okay, so we're going to join with a slip stitch in the top of our chain 3 as always, and now we're just going to increase this circle, make it larger by doing a chain 3 as our double crochet, and then a double crochet in that same stitch, and then you're going to do a double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 double crochets, and then you are going to repeat this time again 5 times around. You're going to do 2 double crochet in the next stitch, 1, 2 double crochet in there, and then 1 in the next 4, 2, and then 1 in the next 4. So 2 together, or 2 in the same stitch, and then 4, 2 and then 4, all the way around. And at the end of this round you should have 36 double crochets, and as always joining your top slip stitch when you come back to the beginning. So 2 then 4, all the way around. Okay, so you should have 36 double crochets now, and we are now on to round 9, which is where we start to square this off. We are doing squares after all, so we are going to do a chain 1, which doesn't count as anything, and then do a single crochet in your same stitch. And then you are going to do a half double crochet in the next, and now we're going to make our first corner. So we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. Simple. Did I just do a half double crochet there? Let me do that again. So 2 double crochet, 2 chains, and 2 double crochet. That's better. Okay, and then you're going to do a half double crochet in the next, and a double crochet in the next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to repeat this around 3 times. You're going to do a half double crochet, and then your corner, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, so half double crochet, corner, half double crochet, and then 6 double crochet, half double, corner, half double, 6 double. If you need reminding, rewind this video a couple of minutes and you'll see what we've done so far. So do that 3 times, and then I'll meet you back when you have done your last set of 6 double crochets. It won't take you around to the beginning, we'll do the last few stitches together. So when you finished your last set of 3, we'll meet back at the beginning. Rewind a couple of minutes and follow what I've just done. Okay, so if you've done your third set of 6 double crochets, you then need to do a half double crochet in the next stitch, and then your last corner of double crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 chains and 2 double crochet. And then we're going to be working along the top part, so we are going to do a single crochet in the next, actually I think we need to do another half double crochet, and then we're going to do a single crochet in the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to join this the head on. So you're going to go into the back loop only of the slip stitch that you did between the ears. So if you look between the ears, you've got your slip stitch in there in this middle, so try and find, it's going to be a bit of a tight one, try and find the back loop of that. You might need to use the hook part of your hook. So find that back loop, go under there, and then into your next stitch on the background, do a single crochet. Join that with a single crochet, and then a single crochet into the next background, and a slip stitch into your first single crochet, not your chain, but your first single crochet. Do a slip stitch into there, and you will have made your circle into a square, and you have got your bunny nicely attached now. His head isn't going to flop anywhere. So that's what you've got so far. Now it's just a matter of making this square bigger. Okay, so to make our square bigger, now that we have it as a square, we are simply going to do 2 more rounds, which should bring it up to our usual size of 6 inches. So what you're going to do is a chain 3 to start with, and then you're going to do a double crochet in every stitch along. In your corner space, you're going to do, as before, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, then continue around doing double crochet in every stitch, and then your corner, and follow that all the way around until you get back to the beginning and do a slip stitch into your beginning chain, as you always do, and then do another round exactly the same. Do a chain 3 to start and a double crochet in every stitch, and do your corners, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And these ears are not intended to be stitched down, just the border to go. So do 2 more rounds of double crochets, and I will see you back after that. Okay, so there's my 2 rounds of half double crochet. Now if your square isn't quite up to the size of your other squares, then feel free to add another round of whatever you need, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, whatever you need to make it up to your square. Now don't be worrying about this rabbit being up at the top half, because we're going to be adding something along the bottom, and we're going to do that just now. Okay, so we're going to make our flowers to go on the front of our square. So pick a colour for your flowers. I'm probably going to do 2 different colours, but I will show you how to make one. You need to do either a magic ring or your chain 4 and slip stitch, and then this is really simple. You need to do 10 half double crochets, so do a chain 2 to count as 1, and then do 9 half double crochets in your ring. Okay, so chain 2 and then 9 half double crochets. The first half double crochet after a chain, it's always a bit tricky, so you'll end up with the equivalent of 10 half double crochets, and I'll meet you back when you've got your 10. Okay, then a slip stitch into your top chain and pull your circle in tight, and then you're going to do 5 half double crochets into the next stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 half double crochets, and then do a slip stitch into the next stitch. So this has now formed one of your petals. So you're going to repeat this around. You're going to do 5 half double crochets in the next stitch. You're going to do 5 half double crochets in there, and then a slip stitch, 5 half double crochets, slip stitch all the way around, and I'll meet you back around here where we will join it and fasten off. So do your final slip stitch and then fasten off, and that is your 5 petal flower. Now I've purposely left my tail long so that I can sew it onto my square. So now this is to go on here in wherever you like really, but in this corner I'm going to pop one and then probably another one along here. So you're going to make a second flower, which you can rewind 2 or 3 minutes to make that if you need help again. And but basically you've got your 10 half double crochets and then 5 slip, 5 slip. So do a second flower and I'll see you in a second. Okay, and when you finish both of your flowers, you can sew them through onto your square. You can place them wherever you like, right hand, left hand, wherever you fancy. Sew your flowers on there. Again, I've left my tail nice and long so I can sew that in. And that is your bunny square. So if you're celebrating Easter, and especially with children thinking of the Easter bunny, then lovely square for that. So if you are celebrating Easter, happy Easter to you and have a lovely day. If this has been helpful to you, then give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, just keep hooking and don't let your tea get cold.